Late last night, a suspected IPAS center in Clare Hall, the Hilton hotel, was burned out and burned down so nobody could actually use the accommodation. For those who don't know, IPAS means International Protection for Asylum Seekers. It's a UN EU scam that the Irish government used to bring over hundreds of thousands of people. We call them illegal migrants in this country because they come from war-torn parts of the world. They don't speak English. They can't contribute to society. It's just an absolute travesty and disaster to the country, because while the Irish government is paying for these people to come over, our own Irish families are dying on the side of the road. So this hotel has been around for a long time. A lot of people in the comments are saying they went to weddings there, they love it there. And with the closing of the hotel, because it's been closed for a while now, you have lack of jobs for the people in Clare Hall. So obviously you've probably lost 200 jobs because the Hilton hotel requires a lot of jobs to keep running. You also have the people coming over from the US, the EU, coming to actually travel and stay in nice accommodation. The Hilton hotel is like a flagship hotel. You know, this is a beautiful hotel, one of the best hotels in the world. As a kid growing up, I used to always dream of being in the Hilton hotel. It was far too posh for my family to ever stay in. It was unbelievable. Hearing about it all the time, you know, thinking, wow, the Hilton hotel, it's like this brand from the US, massive multinational flagship brand of Hilton worldwide, a massive American multinational. So, you know, it brings in thousands of jobs. It brings in a lot of communication, a lot of different tourists, and that's all gone because it closed down. So what the Irish government tried to do is, like they do a lot of the times, they buy these different hotels that are closed down and they renovate them into an IPAS center. And whenever people get word in Dublin or anywhere in Ireland about these IPAS centers being opened up through these hotels, they just burn them down. I mean, it's crazy. It's creating a divide between the people and the government, obviously, massively. The Irish people absolutely hate to see this travesty happening all over the country. So quick video with that Samsung zooming in. My God, that's a hell of a zoom. You can see smoke coming out from it. So whether they burned down the actual kitchen or they just burned down the rooms. But yeah, it was planned to be an IPAS in the near future. Crazy stuff. One of the main reasons why the Irish public doesn't like it, as like I said before, there's Irish people dying on the side of the road. These migrants coming over from God knows where to the UK, to Ireland, get meals like this. They get 5-star meals paid off the taxpayer, paid off your back to fund these people, while our own people are left homeless. Pretty disgusting if you ask me. So they got the full spread out. They have the fruit, the vegetables, they have the, you know, the 3-course meal, the buffet. I mean, this is an unbelievable setup here. They got the orange juice, they have the flipping Ribena, beautiful meals, snacks, okay? They have the desserts, the entrees, the sandwiches, the wraps. Then they have the hot meals as well, chicken breast sandwiches. They got flipping lobster. They got flipping the whole lot of it. Got salads as well with milk, free tea and coffee, of course, free flipping crumpets for the British. Unbelievable, guys. And this is a full buffet service, right? When you're done with your food, you throw it out, and obviously a ton of waste from that as well. They have hot chocolate, they have flipping chocolates, croissants, coffees. Unbelievable waste of money for these people, while this money could be paid to our own people. I think somebody said millions every single month are paid into these kind of things. Millions every month, 6 million per week. Imagine if that money was paid into Galway or into Dublin City or into flipping Cork. Imagine if they took that money and placed it elsewhere, okay, for facilities, for kids and helping push GAA, helping push Irish culture. But they would never do that, guys, because they're letting all that stuff die and they're promoting alternative culture. Then in turn, you get aggravated people and you have the IPAS centers burnt down. Along with this, guys, this is a movement in France, sweeping across the nation of France, okay? They have a massive problem with immigration, of course, people flooding in from North Africa. It's unbelievable. This is thousands of stop signs are being sprayed. They now read stop immigration. So they're spraying over the stop signs, and French people want immigrants deported from their country. So very interesting here. He puts up I believe that's a stencil. That's what it's called, a stencil, not calligraphy. A stencil. I used to do this in art class. So you cut out what you want to be stenciled on. Kind of reminds me of Banksy, that famous artist in the UK. This is kind of like that stop immigration. It's kind of funny. But you can see the frustration in people. You know, the frustration in Ireland and France and Europe is just, it's unbelievable because the countries are being destroyed. They're not the same countries as they used to be years and years ago. Complete destruction of the whole place. So another breaking news story from yesterday. This is a post that TG Cahir put up. TG4, okay, we call it TG Cahir, which is for in Irish in the Gaelic language, right? And like, it's very interesting that TG Cahir are allowed to put up the Irish flag. So they posted just this. It's an image of God knows how many, 100 Irish flags, let's just say, probably more, right? And it's ironic, guys, you know, in the midst of all this Irish government trying to take down Irish flags and trying to be unpatriotic and basically a tyrannical government because they're telling people that you'll go to jail if you put up these Irish flags, and they're taking them down from Cork. They took down 170. In the Republic of Ireland in Cork, they pulled down 170 and they burned them. They burned them, guys. Not only did they flip and take down 170, which is unbelievable because that's somebody's property, they also burned them. You know, how disgusting is that? So now you have TG Cahir coming out with this. And I left a comment underneath this saying, hey, I thought this was racist. I thought the Irish flag was bigoted and transphobic and homophobic and all the icks, all the phobias. You know, I thought it's against the law to be flying the Irish flag. You know, apparently that's a bad thing now. But for some reason, TG Cahir is allowed to do that. And TG Cahir is a government-funded TV station, okay? It's a Irish-speaking TV station. So it's predominantly, you would suspect, more right-leaning, more conservative, because to keep an age-old language like Irish, that's more of a Republican thing. That's more of an Irish, you know, nationalist thing. It's more of a right-leaning agenda. Let's be honest, guys. It's more of a right-leaning ideology to keep your Irish flag, to keep pushing the Irish language, to help a revival of the Irish language. But for some reason, TG Cahir is allowed to do it. But then one of the fine patriots of Ireland, like myself and other people, want to put up Irish flags. They are then put in jail and, you know, put in prison and fined and, you know, given all these different flippant warnings by the Gardaí. They have their flags taken off them. It's just crazy. It's a complete clear double standard, okay? Complete clear double standard, which people are now being awoken to this. TG Cahir, the mainstream media, are allowed to do stuff like this, but if we do it, the public, which isn't signed off by the mainstream media, then we are flipping ostracized from society. Pretty crazy stuff. Let me know your thoughts on that. If you want to support me, hit the join link underneath the video. Tons more videos coming, so stay tuned. So I can help support you guys back for just €3 per month. Can help support me. I really appreciate it, guys. We have 32 members still, so I'm really, really glad with that, guys. We're building up the community. You can also leave comments in my community tab if you guys want to ask me questions. You know, if you're a member, I get back to most members with their questions, but obviously there's so many questions every single day. Stay tuned. I'm trying to get back to all of them, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one, man. Peace.